Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's me, Mini-Koneko, your guide for today's amazing literary adventure. And oh my goodness, today we are diving into a book that is just monumental. We're going to be talking all about Marcel Proust's masterpiece, In Search of Lost Time. I am so incredibly thrilled to talk about this one. Now, you might be thinking, Mini-Koneko, that book is huge. It's a legend. Why In Search of Lost Time, and why right now, in 2025? And that is exactly what we're going to explore. In our super fast, always on world, what can this growing, beautiful, and yes, sometimes challenging, exploration of memory, time, art, and society offer us today? I think it offers so much, and I can't wait to tell you why it feels more relevant and rewarding than ever to pick up this incredible journey of a novel. It truly is an experience that can change you. Okay, so we've talked about why we should dive into In Search of Lost Time right now, but who was the incredible mind behind this literary Everest? Let's talk about Marcel Proust himself. Proust. Oh, he was such a fascinating figure. Born in 1871 in France, he grew up in a wealthy family, which gave him access to the very high society circles he so brilliantly dissects in his novel. He was incredibly sensitive, observant, and from a young age, he suffered from severe asthma, which often kept him confined indoors. And it was in this confinement, especially later in his life, in a soundproofed crystalline room, that he dedicated himself entirely to writing In Search of Lost Time. Can you imagine? He basically withdrew from the world to create this immense world within his novel. It wasn't a quick process, he poured decades of his life into it. It's said he wrote and rewrote constantly, adding new sections, endlessly refining his sentences. This book was his life's work, his attempt to conquer time itself through art and memory. He was so dedicated, so utterly consumed by this vision. Oh, you are so right. In Search of Lost Time is absolutely a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. There's nothing else like it in the entire universe of literature. I mean, think about it. The sheer scale of it, all those volumes, thousands of pages. And Proust's writing. Those incredible, intricate sentences that just weave these beautiful, complex tapestries of thought and memory and emotion. And the way he captures those involuntary memory moments, like the famous madeleine scene, it's pure magic. You feel like you're right there, experiencing those sensations with the narrator. It's a book that truly changes how you see the world, how you think about time, about love, about art. It's a commitment for sure, but oh, the rewards. It is a masterpiece, a universe all its own. I get so excited just talking about it. Yes! You've hit the nail on the head. You are so incredibly right. In Search of Lost Time is absolutely its own universe. You know, it's funny, sometimes just a simple scent, like the smell of old paper in a beloved book, will suddenly trigger this whole cascade of unexpected memories for me, my own little Proustian moments. It truly makes you appreciate the incredible depth of our own lost time. It's just astounding, isn't it? Okay, so now that we know a bit about Proust the man, what exactly is this behemoth of a book, In Search of Lost Time? Well, let me tell you, it's not just a novel, it's an entire universe. First off, let's acknowledge the sheer scale. We're talking about a work that, in most English translations, spans 7 volumes and thousands upon thousands of pages. Yes, you heard that right. It even holds the Guinness World Record for the longest novel. So, when I say that big, I truly mean it. It's a magnificent literary mountain. Now, for a birthday view of the story, the synopsis, if you will, In Search of Lost Time is essentially the life story of our narrator, who is mostly referred to simply as I. It traces his journey from his sensitive childhood in Comrie through his explorations of love, friendship, and high society in Paris during the Belle Epoque, all the way to his eventual realization of his vocation as a writer. The entire narrative is a profound exploration of memory, the passage of time, the nature of art, and the complexities of human relationships. It's about him trying to understand his past and ultimately how he comes to the decision to write the very book we are reading, to recapture lost time and give it meaning through art. It's so wonderfully self-referential. And this grand story unfolds across those 7 volumes. It's like a magnificent 7-course meal for the mind. We have 1. Swan's Way, which is often the entry point and introduces the famous Madeleine episode. 2. Within a Budding Grove, where we see the narrator's adolescence and his experiences with love and the seaside. 3. The Caramantes Way, which plunges us into the dazzling and often bewildering world of Parisian aristocracy. 4. Sodom and Gomorrah, the daring exploration of sexuality and social hiddenness. 5. The Captive, focusing on the narrator's intense and possessive love for Albertine. 6. The Fugitive, dealing with loss and memory. 7. And finally, Time Raking at the grand finale, where the narrator has his ultimate revelations about art, memory, and time, leading to the novel's beginning. Each volume is a world in itself, yet they all weave together to form this incredibly rich and detailed tapestry. Mini-Konekoの本紹介チャンネルさん。失われた時を求めて3週目ですか。わかります。あの圧倒的な世界に再び飛び込むのは、ちょっと覚悟がいりますよね。私も2周した時、その長さに打ちのめされそうになりましたが、読むたびに新しい発見があって、3週目なら、きっとまた違った景色が見えますよ。応援してます。Mini-Konekoの本紹介チャンネルさん、3週目。本当にすごいです。わかります、わかりますよ。あのプルーストの長大な物語の前にすると、何度目でも、よし、行くぞって気合を入れないと、飲み込まれちゃいそうな圧倒感がありますよね。でも、3週目だからこそ見える景色、感じられる深みが絶対にあるはずなんです。私も失われた時を求めてを2周した時、1回目とは全然違うところに心が震えたり、この言葉、このあの場面に繋がってたんだ。って発見があったりして、もう宝探しみたいでワクワクしたんですよ。きっと、Mini-Konekoの本紹介チャンネルさんの3週目も、新しい感動でいっぱいになりますよ。どんな発見があるのか、私まで楽しみです。応援してますから、頑張ってくださいね。Alright, so we have this epic 7-volume journey that is in search of lost time. But a journey is nothing without the people you meet along the way, right? And though the characters in cast, they are so vivid, so complex, so utterly unforgettable. They are the ones who truly animate this incredible story. First, of course, there's our narrator, often simply called I. We see this entire world through his eyes, from his childhood memories to his adult experiences. He's incredibly observant, sensitive, often introspective, and it's his quest for meaning, his grappling with memory, love, and art, that forms the backbone of the entire novel. He's our guide, our confidant, and his internal world is just fascinating to explore. Then, there's Charles Swan. Oh, Swan is such a pivotal figure, especially in the first volume Swan's Way, which even has a whole section dedicated to Swan in love. He's a man of taste, intelligence, and a prominent figure in Parisian high society, yet he becomes consumed by his passionate, agonizing love for the court scene de Caisai. His story is a brilliant exploration of love, jealousy, and social dynamics, and it kind of prefigures many of the narrator's own later experiences. And who could forget the Duchess di Garamanti? Or in the Garamantis? She is the absolute epitome of Parisian aristocracy, witty, elegant, elusive, and for a long time, an object of the narrator's youthful adoration and fascination. She represents the allure and also the often hollow nature of high society. Her salon is the place to be, and she's just this dazzling, almost mythical figure. And then there's Albertine Simonti. Albertine. She becomes a major love interest for the narrator later in the series, and their relationship is one of the most intense, detailed, and often tormenting depictions of love and jealousy you'll ever read. It's obsessive, it's suffocating, it's full of doubts and suspicions. She's this enigmatic modern young woman, and the narrator's desperate attempts to possess her and understand her drive so much of the later volumes. These are just a few of the main figures, of course. Proust's world is teeming with hundreds of characters, each meticulously drawn, each with their own quirks and desires and social roles. It's like a vast interconnected web of personalities, and watching them interact, evolve, and reveal their true natures over the course of the novel is one of its greatest pleasures. They feel so real. Okay, so we have this epic story in search of lost time, and these incredible characters, but where does all this drama and introspection unfold? The stage for Proust's masterpiece is none other than the dazzling, intoxicating world of Paris during the Belle Epoque. It's absolutely glamorous. Proust transports us to this incredible period, roughly the late 19th to the early 20th century, a time of artistic ferment, scientific advancement, and of course, opulent high society. Think elegant salons filled with witty conversation, the rustle of silk gowns, magnificent dinners, theater outings, and the intricate, often ruthless social maneuvering of the aristocracy and the wealthy bourgeoisie. Proust paints such a vivid picture of this world. We get to be flies on the wall in the exclusive drawing rooms of the Faubourg Saint-Germain, where ancient aristocratic families like the Garamantis hold court. We experience the thrill of new artistic movements, the gossip that circulates like wildfire, the subtle codes of behavior, and the often shocking contrast between the glittering surface and the sometimes haughty or cruel realities underneath. It's a world of art, music, literature, and fashion, but also of snobbery, ambition, and hidden desires. Proust doesn't just describe this society, he dissects it with such sharp insight. He shows us its beauty and its superficiality, its charm and its moral complexities. This Parisian stage isn't just a backdrop, it's almost a character in itself, shaping the lives and destinies of everyone within it. It's utterly captivating to step into this lost world through his words. So immersive. Okay everyone, now we're getting to the real heart of Proust's literature, the themes that make In Search of Lost Time so profound and enduring. And the first one, oh, it's probably the most famous one, the one everyone associates with Proust. I'm talking about involuntary memory, and specifically, the legendary Madeleine moment. This is so crucial. So, what is involuntary memory? It's not when you deliberately try to remember something, like, what did I have for breakfast yesterday? No. It's when a sensation, a taste, a smell, a sound unexpectedly triggers a vivid, overwhelming flood of memories from the past, memories you didn't even know you still had. And the classic example, the one that gives its name to the Proustian moment, is when our adult narrator tastes a little cake, a madeleine, dipped in lime blossom tea. And bam! Suddenly, he's not just remembering his childhood in coma, he's re-experiencing it. The whole town, the gardens, his Aunt Leonie's room, all the feelings and sensations rush back to him with incredible intensity, all awakened by that simple taste. It's this magical key that unlocks lost time, showing the narrator that the past isn't truly dead but can be brought back to life in all its sensory richness. This experience is so powerful, it gives him this profound joy and is a major catalyst for his entire journey towards becoming a writer. It's pure literary magic, and it's something that resonates so deeply because I think we've all had little flickers of those moments in our own lives. Truly amazing! Alright, so we've had that incredible taste of involuntary memory, but that leads us directly into another huge central theme in Search of Lost Time, and that is of course, time itself. The very title tells us how important this is. Proust is obsessed with time, how it flows, how it changes us, how it seems to disappear, and most importantly, how it can be regained. So, what does he mean by lost time? Well, it's not just about the past being gone. It's also about time that feels wasted, time spent in trivial pursuits, in illusions, in social climbing, time when the narrator wasn't truly living or understanding his experiences. It's time that has slipped away, its meaning and significance seemingly lost forever. It's a really poignant, almost sorrowful feeling that runs through much of the novel. What then? And this is where it gets so exciting. There's the concept of time regained. This is the magic. Through those moments of involuntary memory, and ultimately through the creation of art, the very novel we're reading, the narrator discovers that this lost time isn't entirely lost. It can be recaptured, re-experienced, and given meaning. Art becomes this incredible alchemical process that transforms the raw material of past experiences, even the painful or seemingly insignificant ones, into something beautiful and enduring. It's about finding the eternal in the fleeting moments of life. This whole philosophy of time is just mind-blowingly profound. It makes you think so differently about your own past than the way memory works. Okay, so we've explored memory and time, but what about the human heart in Search of Lost Time? Oh, get ready, because Proust dives deep into the turbulent, intoxicating, and often agonizing world of love and jealousy. This is such a powerful, driving force throughout the entire novel. Proust is an absolute master at dissecting the psychology of love. He shows us how it can be an all-consuming obsession, how it can create an entirely new reality for the lover, often based more on their own imagination and desires than on the actual beloved. And with love, inevitably, comes its dark shadow, jealousy. Proust is unflinching in his portrayal of jealousy. We see it in excruciating detail with the character of Slide and his tormented love for Odette. He becomes consumed by suspicion, by the need to know her every move, every hug. It's a self-inflicted torture, and Proust lays bare every agonizing nuance. And our narrator? Oh, he is no stranger to this torment either. His relationships, particularly his intense and possessive love for Albertine, become these incredibly detailed case studies in love, infatuation, doubt, and the ever-present gnawing pain of jealousy. He tries to possess her, to unravel her secrets, and it leads to such profound suffering and introspection. It's not always pretty, this exploration of love and Proust, but it is so incredibly insightful and honestly, painfully relatable at times. He shows how love can be a source of profound inspiration, but also a path to almost unbearable suffering. It's absolutely riveting. Okay, so after delving into the intense worlds of memory, time and love, where does Proust ultimately guide us towards finding meaning and, dare I say, salvation? Well, my dear bookwormers, it's through the absolutely sublime and transformative power of art. This is such a crucial and uplifting theme in Search of Lost Time. Art is everything. For Proust, art, whether it's literature, music, or painting, it isn't just something pretty to look at or listen to. No. It has a profound, redemptive power. Think about the way the narrator is moved to tears by a phrase in Ventio's sonata, or how he finds deep truths reflected in the paintings of Elster, or in the unique style of the writer Bergotte. These artistic experiences are like revelations. They offer a way to access a deeper reality, to understand life more fully, and crucially, to conquer the destructive passage of time. Art can capture the essence of a moment, a feeling, a truth, and preserve it, making it eternal. It's through engaging with art, and ultimately, through the narrator's own decision to create art by writing his novel, that experience is given its true meaning and lost time can finally be regained. It's how life's chaos and suffering can be transformed into something beautiful and enduring. It's so incredibly inspiring. Art is the ultimate triumph. Okay everyone, we've talked about the deep themes, the unforgettable characters, and the dazzling world of In Search of Lost Time. But what makes it so utterly compelling? What draws us in despite its challenges? Let's talk about the incredible appeal of this masterpiece, and the first thing that just blows me away is Proust's unique, absolutely beautiful metaphors and his elegant winding prose. Oh, his writing! It's like nothing else. Proust is a master of the metaphor. He doesn't just say something is like something else, he spins these intricate extended comparisons that illuminate hidden connections and reveal deeper truths about emotions, sensations, and human nature. Sometimes a single metaphor can go on for pages, unfolding like a delicate flower, each sentence adding another layer of meaning and beauty. It's like he's painting with words. And his sentences, they are fallacious and complex, winding their way through thoughts and observations, full of clauses and subclauses. I know, that sounds intimidating, but it's actually part of the magic. It mirrors the way our minds actually work, the way thoughts flow and connect. You get completely immersed in his consciousness. It's so rich, so textured. You don't just read Proust, you experience his thoughts and perceptions in real time. It's truly mesmerizing. Absolutely breathtaking. Okay, so we soon went over Proust's gorgeous prose and metaphors, but another massive appeal of In Search of Lost Time is the incredible department and evolution of his character's psychology. It's just mind-blowing. Proust doesn't just tell you what his characters, he takes you deep inside their minds and hearts. You get to explore their innermost thoughts, their fleeting impressions, their hidden motivations, their self-deceptionness, their anxieties, their desires. It's like having a superpower to see into the human soul. Then these characters aren't static, oh no. They grow, they change, they reveal new facets of themselves as the years pass within the novel. You see them age, their perspectives shift, their relationships transform. It's like watching real people live out their lives, with all the complexities and contradictions that entails. Swan, the narrator, Albertine, the Duchess de Caramantes, they feel so incredibly real, so nuanced. You might not always like them, but you understand them on such a profound level. It's this psychological richness that makes them leap off the page and stay with you long after you've finished reading. It's pure genius. Okay, so we've gushed about the beautiful writing and the deep characters in Search of Lost Time. But let's be honest, there's an elephant in the room, isn't there? This book has a reputation for being difficult, for being, dare I say, unreadable due to its immense length and those famously long sentences. So, is it really unreadable? How do we prepare ourselves for this literary Everest? First off, yes, it is incredibly long. We're talking thousands of pages, multiple volumes. And yes, as I mentioned in my intro video, those sentences can be labyrinthine, and there are very few paragraph breaks sometimes, making the page look like a solid wall of text. And those metaphors, while beautiful, can be extensive, sometimes making you wonder where the main thread of thought went. I absolutely admit, I found those aspects challenging during my first read. It took me 4 months. Like, here's the thing, difficult doesn't mean impossible or not worth it. It requires a different kind of reading, perhaps. It's not a book you can rush through. It demands your attention, your patience. You have to be willing to slow down, to let those long sentences wash over you, to get lost in the intricate webs of thought and memory. Think of it like training for a marathon, not a sprint. You need to pace yourself. You need to be prepared for the commitment. But the rewards are so immense. The beauty, the insight, the profound understanding of human nature, it's all there, waiting for those who are willing to take on the challenge. So, is it unreadable? Absolutely not. Is it a commitment? Yes. But it's a commitment that can truly change your life. So, don't let the reputation scare you off. We can do this. Okay, so we've established that In Search of Lost Time is a huge commitment, and you might be wondering, where on earth do I even begin with such a colossal work? It's a totally valid question. My biggest recommendation is to start right at the beginning with Volume 1, Slum's Way. It's the natural entry point, and it introduces you to the narrator's childhood world and of course, contains that iconic madeleine scene. Now, I will say, those first 100 pages or so before you get to the madeleine can feel a little dense, but push through because the magic is waiting. As for strategies, don't pressure yourself to understand every single nuance on your first read. Remember, this is a book that reveals more of itself with each reading. I'm on my second read and it's like a whole new book. Allow yourself to get lost in the language. Read slowly, savor those beautiful sentences. Maybe keep a little notebook for thoughts or characters that strike you. And don't be afraid to take breaks if you need them. The most important thing is to find your own rhythm and enjoy the journey into Proust's incredible mind. You can do it. Okay, and everyone watching. So, we've talked about where to start with In Search of Lost Time, but let's be real, tackling a book this monumental can lead to reader's fatigue. It's like running a literary marathon, and sometimes you just hit a wall. I definitely did during my first 4-month reads through. So, how do we overcome that and keep our motivation soaring? Well, I have a few secrets for you. First, set small achievable goals. Don't think about the thousands of pages ahead. Maybe aim for a certain number of pages per day or 1 section per week. Celebrate those little victories. Second, find a reading buddy or join a discussion group. Sharing the experience, your thoughts, and even your frustrations can make a huge difference. It creates a sense of camaraderie. Don't be afraid to supplement your reading. Sometimes a good audiobook version, or even a scholarly companion guide, can help you through denser passages or reignite your interest. Fourth, and this is my favorite, keep a little journal of beautiful passages or thoughts that resonate with you. It becomes your personal treasure trove from the book. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. If you're tired, take a break. Put it down for a day or two. Proust isn't going anywhere. Remember, the goal is to enjoy the journey, not to rush to the finish line just for the sake of it. And always remember that incredible feeling when you do finish, and the amazing discoveries that await you on the way ahead. Seriously, my second read was even more fun because I saw all these connections I missed. You've got this. Okay, and everyone tuning in. So, we've talked about how to tackle this incredible book, In Search of Lost Time, and why it's so appealing. But now, let's think about what Proust, writing over a century ago, has to say to us today in our fast-paced, hyper-connected 2020 AI world. Why does this memory work still feel so incredibly relevant? Well, let me tell you, the timelessness of In Search of Lost Time is just a stolen thing. Think about it. The core human experiences he explores the mysteries of memory, the relentless passage of time and our longing to recapture it, the intoxicating and often agonizing nature of love and jealousy, the redemptive power of art, the complexities and absurdities of social life. These things haven't changed. In our world of fleeting digital interactions and constant information overload, Proust's profound dive into the inner life, his meticulous examination of emotions and perceptions, feels more necessary than ever. He teaches us the importance of introspection, of truly seeing the world around us and the people in it. His observations about social dynamics, snobbery, and the masks people wear are so sharp, you'll find yourself nodding along, recognizing those very same behaviors in our contemporary society. He reminds us that despite all our technological advancements, the human heart, with its loneliness, its vulnerabilities, and its capacity for both great joy and profound suffering, remains remarkably consistent. Reading Proust today is like holding up a mirror to our own lives, our own society, and seeing it with a newfound clarity and depth. It's just so powerful. It absolutely speaks to us now, as much as it did then. Alright, and all my wonderful viewers. So, we've talked about how timeless In Search of Lost Time is, but what about the world after writing it? I'm telling you, this isn't just a book you read, it's an experience that can genuinely, profoundly change your perspective on life. Seriously. After immersing yourself in Proust's world, you start to see things differently. You become so much more attuned to the small details, the fleeting sensations, the subtle nuances of human interaction. Suddenly, a chance scent, a piece of music, a particular quality of light might trigger your own madeleine moments. You'll find yourself noticing the beauty and complexity in everyday things that you might have overlooked before. And your understanding of memory, oh, it will be forever changed. You'll appreciate how subjective it is, how it shapes our present, how the past is never truly past but lives within us, waiting to be reawakened. It makes you value your own memories, your own lost time, in a completely new way. Even your perception of time itself might shift. You'll start to see how our lives are these incredible tapestries woven from moments, and how art and perhaps even just a deeper attentiveness can help us find meaning and make those moments feel more significant, more retained. Honestly, finishing In Search of Lost Time, and then, like me, starting it all over again, it's like you've been given a new set of eyes to see the world with. It's an experience that enriches you, deepens your understanding of yourself and others, and just makes life feel more vivid, more meaningful. It truly is a book that can change you, and that's one of its most incredible gifts. I cannot recommend it enough. Okay, and everyone who has been on this incredible journey with us today. Well, we have covered so much ground, haven't we? Let's take a quick moment to recap everything we've dived into about the magnificent, the monumental, In Search of Lost Time. We started by exploring why Proust's masterpiece still resonates so powerfully today and got a glimpse into the fascinating life of Marcel Proust himself. Then, we bravely ventured into what In Search of Lost Time actually is, its epic 7-volume structure, those unforgettable characters like our narrator, Swan, the Duchesse de Garamantes, and Albertine, and the absolutely dazzling Parisian stage of the Belle Époque. Oh, and the demise. My favorite part. we delved into the magic of involuntary memory, the profound philosophy of lost time and time regained, the intense drama of love and jealousy, the redemptive power of art, and Proust's sharp observations on society. We also talked about the sheer appeal of this work, Proust's breathtakingly beautiful metaphors and elegant prose, the incredible depth of character psychology while also acknowledging its notorious difficulty, and how to prepare for its immense length. And of course, I shared my top tips for taking on this amazing challenge, where to begin and how to overcome reader's fatigue to stay motivated. Finally, we reflected on what Proust says to us, right here, right now, in 2020, how its incredible timelessness, its relevance in contemporary society, and how reading it can genuinely be an experience that could change your perspective on life. Hell, it's been an absolute whirlwind of literary passion, hasn't it? I hope this has given you a fantastic overview and maybe even sparked a desire to pick up this extraordinary book. Okay, and all you wonderful, dedicated bookwormers who have stayed with me through this deep dive into the universe of Marcel Proust and his breathtaking In Search of Lost Time. My final words are really a heartfelt encouragement. I know this book seems daunting. I know its reputation precedes it. But I truly believe that embarking on the journey of In Search of Lost Time is one of the most rewarding literary experiences you can ever have. It's a book that will challenge you, yes, but it will also delight you, move you, and make you see the world and yourself with new, astonishingly clear eyes. It's a testament to the power of memory, the beauty of art, and the intricate, often bewildering dance of human emotion. Don't be afraid to take that first step. Keep your madeleine into your teeth and see what memories awaken within you. And remember, as I've said and I'll keep saying it because it's so true, this is a book that reveals more of its magic with every read. My first read took me a year for both initial reading and the immediate reread, and it was worth every single second. The joy of discovering those nested narratives, those foreshadowed moments, is just unparalleled. So, go forth, be brave, and lose yourselves in the search for lost time. I promise you, the time you spend with Proust will be time wonderfully, unforgettably regained. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream today. It's been an absolute joy to share my passion for this incredible work with all of you. Please, if you enjoyed this, give it a high five, subscribe for more bookish adventures, and definitely leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Proust. Until next time, happy reading and bye for now.